Okay, today we're going to be looking at this musical element chart as part of our creation of a listening diagram. And you're all going to get to make one yourself next week, so you got to get really good at it this week. But it's a very, very simple process. When we listen to the same song we listened to last week, when we listen to the improvisation, we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. What kind of musical element are you hearing? And that will, of course, either be rhythm, the different type of pitches, tempo, dynamics, expression, or tempo. Okay? Now, all of these, maybe they're familiar to you, maybe you remember all of them, or maybe you forgot some of them. We'll make sure that we have them memorized, don't worry. The next question you're going to ask yourself is, can this musical element be improvised? Probably an improvised rhythm, right? You could probably make up the kind of quarter notes or eighth notes that you're using, but you might not be able to improvise something like tempo, because tempo is the overall speed of the song. You can't really change that. It's going to be one speed and one speed only. And the last thing is, do you need to practice this musical element a lot to be able to improvise? And I put a little scale of 1 through 10, because all of them have to be practiced, of course, right? But some of them maybe don't need to be practiced as much as other ones, okay? So think about all your musical elements, and we'll listen to the song and create this together. Then you'll make your own with a different song next week, and we'll see how that goes. Let's go over the 6 musical elements one more time. Give me an example of rhythm, a real example of rhythm. Something you would read off of music that would be rhythm. Give me an example. It's totally like the beat. Now give me a real example of a note from the rhythmic list of notes. Everybody should be turning their heads and using the resources in the room that would give you that answer. A beat is what we just talked about. I need a real example of rhythm. But a quarter note is a beautiful example. Very good. Give me another example.
A eighth note.
An 8th note. Give me another.
16.
A 16th note. Give me another one. Half note. Get it? Any kind of note value is rhythm. Any kind of rest, any kind of note from whole to 16th is rhythm. And when we improvise with beats, we're thinking, should I be using quarter notes? Should I use 8th notes? Should I use half notes? Maybe I can mix them up a little bit. Right? That's all what improvisation is. It's what kind of notes can I put together? We're going to try it. It's going to be very fun. All right, pitches. Give me an example of pitch. Oh, there's a very, very, very. What's an example of pitch? Think about it. I'll get right back to you. Do. Beautiful. Do is the first pitch. It's a very low pitch. Give me another one. Great, there you go. Give me another one. Me, sure. Can anybody think of one in maybe a different language that another kind of musician would read? Give me another do, re, mi. Fa. Yeah. So. Okay, we could list do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do all day. Can anybody think of a different language? B, very good. B flat, very nice. Just like a flute, right? Okay, lovely. So you could use any of those pitches on my pitch scale. Do you have something to add? The computer's off, you don't have to worry about the computer, and don't pay attention to it, okay? It's just in the room, alright? Alright, now, pitches can also be improvised, right? Pitches are about how low or how high something is, okay? And if we put all those low and high sounds together, alright, we can make music, no problem. Now, can that be improvised? Absolutely. I could read something. And that might already be music that somebody's written before and we all might know it. But then I can improvise. Right? I can make them up off the top of my head as long as I know what the pitches sound like before I play them, right? Alright, now, moving on. This is where it gets a little bit more difficult. Let's talk about tempo, okay? Go ahead. It's the speed, right? It's how fast or slow something is. So some music is going to have the tempo listed right on top for you. It's going to say, play this at a certain tempo. For instance, this song that we sing in chorus called Go the Distance from a very popular movie, Hercules. Can you see the tempo? It's at the top. Can anybody see the tempo at the top? Can you see the tempo? Can you see the tempo? Right next to my finger? See the tempo? See the tempo next to my finger? See the tempo next to my finger? Tempo next to my finger? What does it say? Raise your hand. What does it say? What does the tempo say? Next to this finger right here. What does it say? Sure. What does it say right here? It says slowly. It says it right here. And it literally means that it wants the musicians to play slowly the whole time. That's all tempo means. It's pretty simple, right? I could put medium there. I could put fast there. I could put maybe exciting there. I could put beautiful. I could put a waltz. Any kind of speed that would last throughout the entire song. That's what tempo is. Okay? Try to remember that. Next, we're going to talk about dynamics. Who knows what dynamics is? Go ahead. It's the volume, so how loud or soft something is. Now, all types of music have the volume listed on their own. Usually it's fancy words called piano or forte, meaning loud or soft, but you'll absolutely see those symbols throughout the song so that you can tell when the music's supposed to be loud and soft. Do you think that's a big part of making music? Do you think it can be improvised?
No.
Think about it. Expression. Tell me about expression. Give me an example of an expression. Luke.
Like your emotions, like how you express your emotions.
Exactly. Now give me an example of an emotion. What?
Sad?
Sad. Have you ever heard a sad song before?
Yes.
Yes. We've definitely heard a sad song. Luke, crisscross. Thank you. Have you ever heard a happy song before?
Yes.
What other kind of emotions have you heard in songs before? Yes. Mad song. Totally. I can make a mad song. Yeah.
Scary.
Scary sounds, definitely. Alright, what you mean? So, what do you think? Just think about it. Do you think expression can be improvised? Just think. Okay. Last one, timbre. Now that one looks a little weird, but that basically means what kind of sound are we listening to? Okay? The quality of sound. Can I just ask you, do you remember that we used to listen to jazz singers and some of them sounded clear and then others sounded a little different, a little raspy?
Yes.
Do you remember that raspy singer that we heard that one time?
Yes.
What was his name? Does anybody remember? Shh. Let's see you keep nice and quiet and remember your rules, okay? Raise your hand if you know who I'm talking about.
I think it's like
I think you're on the right track. What was his name? Louis Armstrong. There it is. Louis Armstrong had a very particular timbre. Okay, his quality of his sound was very raspy. All right, and then there are some singers that will sing very clear and they're very easy to listen to. Now, Louis Armstrong is still beautiful timbre. It's just he chose to make it his own unique timbre. Think about it. Do you think that can be improvised? Okay. We are going to listen to the song, and I want you to turn back and face the screen. It's the same one we listened to last time. I'm going to wait and wait for the class to be nice and respectful. I don't want to wait too long. Alright everybody, I will turn the video on. Listen nicely. There is no talking. There is no comments until the video is over. If you forgot, this is a trumpet solo by a man named Arturo Sandoval. It's a beautiful song. He will start improvising and you will probably be able to tell when he starts improvising the musical elements we just talked about. Enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arturo Sandoval. He's not ready? Okay.